All right, y'all bear with me. The last video of the day. Did you know that for the first 400 years of the Christian church, they did not have a Bible? Let that sink in for a minute. Follow me here. Stay with me. For the first 400 years of the Christian church, the Bible was canonized in 397, about 397 in the Council of Carthage, right? So up until the 397 in Carthage, there was not a completed canonized set of the New Testament that we have today. So that means that for the first 400 years of the Christian church, people came to faith and belief in the resurrection of Jesus Christ, his life, death, and his burial and his resurrection. They came to believe in that and did not have the completed New Testament. I don't know why this is hitting me like it is today. I was talking with someone and it just dawned on me. They didn't even have a Bible. And yet and still, unless you believe that these people were stupid, that someone told them, oh, a man named Jesus was resurrected, and they just believe. I simply don't believe that. I have greater respect for the people that existed in the first 4 centuries of the church than to believe that they just believe based on blind evidence, based on, no evidence whatsoever, just blind faith. I don't believe that. There was some event that caused, people of sound mind to come and believe that a man named Jesus lived, died, and was resurrected, and literally millions of people placed their faith in him. Now, I want you to help me understand what you think would cause soberly minded people, millions of people, to believe that a man was risen from the dead, but you don't believe that they had evidence, and they had no Bible. Clearly, there was something that was going on, that the testimonies of the apostles, the people, clearly they believed based on the evidence. And yet and still, they did not have a Bible. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that they had the New Testament letters as they were written. They were being circulated and different things like that. But we have an advantage that they didn't have. If they could come to faith and belief, matter of fact, let me go back. And not only did millions of people believe in him, thousands believed in the resurrection of Jesus Christ so much, believed the gospel. They believed the gospel and were martyred for their faith. Thousands of people without a Bible, had so much faith in Jesus Christ and in the gospel that they literally gave their life and was martyred for their faith, and they did not even have the completed canon of scripture that we have. That is mind-blowing to me. So how is it that we have AI and the internet, and we have not only the completed 27 books of the New Testament, the 5,600 plus manuscripts of the New Testament? We have evidence from outside sources of the New Testament. Pliny the Younger, Josephus, Tacitus, Suetonius, Thales, all of these different pieces of evidence from outside the New Testament. We have all of this evidence out there, and yet and still there are people like, I don't believe Jesus existed. I don't believe Jesus was God. How is it that 2,000 years later, we have more evidence that they could have ever had, but less faith? And yet and still, they didn't even have a Bible, and millions of people believed. I believe it was because of the evidence. I believe that the empty tomb was so monumental, so life-changing for people, that word spread like wildfire, that the gospel spread like wildfire. And people who were soberly minded, intelligent people, placed their faith, not blind faith, not without evidence, that they placed their faith in the gospel because of the evidence. So if they did all of that and they didn't have a Bible, what's your excuse?